everyone. Welcome to the episode 14 of Talking Times podcast. Guys, don't forget, we will be posting these episodes weekly, and today's a very special episode because I'm here with Caio Ferarezi. Thanks, Caio. Is the first student to ever be here with us, so send all your questions. We have a lot of interesting topics to talk about. We're gonna, be time aware today because some of them are really interesting.
Or not.
Yeah. You're about to meet him right after our podcast intro. Caio, thank you so much for being here, man.
Thanks, man.
Can you please introduce yourself to our listeners?
For sure. Guys, nice to meet you all. I'm not seeing you, but I'm the time student. I am 21 years old. I live in São Paulo. Came to Campinas today for the first time. And I have already met Maick today, and we have already talked about some stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy. We'll have some interesting topics to talk about, and that's it.
And man, what was the first impression you had here from? Was it your first time in Campinas?
Yeah, it was. I couldn't see much because I just visited my unit.
Mm-hmm.
I have studied on times just during pandemic and over the internet, Zoom callings, And today I could meet all the employees, the space, the franchise. We are here in the kind of the matrix.
Yeah.
Here it's where the things happen, and it's been nice. I think I must come back another time to really know the city, to go to the places.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you places you must go here. Okay, man, you are the first student to be interviewed here. How does it feel to be?
I'm nervous. I won't lie.
Oh, me too.
I'm nervous, but it's a great opportunity, I would say, because I have never been invited to a podcast.
Cool.
So it's my first one, and it's nice because it kind of showed me that I was a good student at times at Amoreiras, which is my unit, and I think it's really, really rewarding, being here, knowing you guys, knowing everything that happens behind the scenes. So it's a pleasure to be here with you.
Your teachers must be very proud of you.
There is a teacher here. She's taking notes of my mistakes.
Yeah. He's gonna have a brief talk right after that. Man, you finished the dynamic course, right?
Yeah, I finished on April, I think.
Okay. You are doing the pole position one?
Yeah, I am. Okay. When I was doing the dynamics, they offered me the opportunity to do the tech experience. I am a data analyst, so it makes sense for me to have more technical conversations. And when I finished the dynamics and I also finished the tech, they kind of offered me, Caio, we have a pole position, which is a business course focused. So are you interested? And I'm doing the pole position right now, learning even more and relating something that I see during the daily job, the things that I work with. So it's been really nice, the pole position.
Yeah, it's nice to see, to hear that from you, because I am also a teacher here at times, and you have the exact profile of a big number of people who, I need to learn English, but I don't want traditional classes, I want something more dynamic. And you can simply learn how to speak English, but you can also, if you want, learn how to speak with one specific focus. How has this pole position experience been for you so far?
Man, it's been great. I'm doing the classes, I think, it's been just a month.
Okay.
But it's nice to relate the things. We saw some things about marketing, and we are talking about communication right now. And during the classes, we can say, I haven't experienced something like that in my company. We saw a situation like that in the marketing sector. So that's the thing that I most like about doing a pole position, a course focus on business, because it's something that I want to use during my job.
Okay.
I don't know, move abroad or work for some company overseas, and that's the point with my English. I must use it for my daily life to know how to communicate with other people, but I also must know how to use it during my job. So pole position fits really well in my moment, my career moment. So it's been nice, kind of relating the things.
Yeah, I really like this book because I graduated in propaganda, and a lot of things, especially a few weeks ago, we had the digital marketing one.
Yeah.
And I said, wow, they are learning something that is taught at universities, and it's really cool to really have something that you can apply on your daily routine.
Yeah, for sure. I have already worked with marketing. I used to be kind of social media. I used to manage Instagram accounts in the past.
Nice. Oh, that's why you get along so well with Douglas.
Yeah. That's why
nice.
when I'm having classes
Shout out to you, Douglas.
Hey man, I know you're gonna do a class after this podcast. But when I used to be a social media, I could leave the thing, and when I saw it during the pole position, that's why I have so much things to talk with Douglas, because he does a lot of things in marketing, and I have already experienced that. So we can chat, we can share experiences. It's good when some other students doesn't know something that we are talking about, and they learn not just with the teacher, but me or other students too. And the opposite also happen when it's a topic that I don't know and some other students know. We can learn not just with the teacher, but in the conversation itself,
Yeah, so it's a mutual experience there.
Mutual experience, totally.
Yeah, I love this aspect of the course, that you talk a lot. It's not like the just teacher talking time and the students like, all right.
Lavinia knows that.
And what about the tech? How was it to the classes?
Man, it
I
was
learned
great.
a lot with those ones.
I used to do my classes with most of the time with other two students which had other careers. I think one was a software developer and the other a software architect, something like that.
Okay.
And I am a data analyst. So in some lessons I had more experience than them, and in others they had more than me. Most of the classes they had more experience than me. And it was great because Douglas knows a lot. Lavinia was also learning with us during the tech experience class. And it was nice because in the topics that I used to know more, I used to have Douglas and say, this stuff that they're saying, we use it like this
cool.
in our daily job. And the opposite also happens, as we said, mutual experience being shared,
No, it's amazing. It was funny when we had QA students and developers on the same class,
They were fighting each other.
Respectfully, no. But I noticed some kind of poking there, like, because sure. You made my life easier,
Yeah. The QAs, their job is to find bugs, so they will point your mistakes and say, fix it.
Yeah, that makes sense. You mentioned you are a data analyst, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Sorry, you used to be, or you are today?
I am today.
Okay, what is the daily job routine?
My daily job, I would say that the focus is to help the business areas to get better decisions.
Okay.
So my job is to properly gather all the data, treat it, clean it, and provide a solution which will help them to get better decisions and say, our strategy is that, but we are not reaching this KPI or something like that. So my work, the main focus is to provide insights. We must say, help the business to reach their goals. So it's revenue, it's growth, I don't know. Each specific area has its own focus, and also the business focus, and the data analyst, the data team, I would say itself, their focus is to help the business.
Sounds very technical.
My job it isn't, because I'm kind of the middle one. I am the guy that must speak non-technical with the business area.
I remember Michael Scott explained to me like I was 5 years old.
Yeah, but it's just like that. Sometimes we are doing something really big and complex, but business areas don't give a shit if it is difficult. They just must know if it is working, if it is providing what they really need. So the thing is, I must be in the middle, and I must know how to talk with most technical guys, which are the engineers, the programmers, these guys, I must do my job. That it is to treat it and give a solution. Also, sometimes it is a dashboard report. Sometimes it is just a number. But we must give the insights and try to help them to follow the better way, the better path to reach the goal. You know.
Now I see where your communication skills come from. You need to have it.
Yeah, I must have it.
Imagine first, there may be a problem there.
No, because sometimes you need to discuss. Sometimes I learn with a lot of people. Some of the people that I most speak during my daily job aren't technical people, so I need to kind of translate my issues. I'm having troubles to do this stuff because of something that you don't must know, but you must know that I'm having trouble. So be patient. I'm doing my best. When I deliver the solution can't be a technical one. It must feels their pain spots, you know. I don't know what I'm doing, or I can't see that number. I can say, I wrote 1,000 code here, line codes. They don't care, so that's why I must to simplify what I've done, to talk with this kind of people. But I also must be technical enough to talk with other people that are of this technical field, you know.
No, this is one of the most important characteristics of a teacher, the didactics and the capacity to get something. So you were a student, so imagine we are studying, for example, present perfect, and say, I don't get it. So you can translate that to a way the person, I get it, you know. And in your case, it's even more important because...
The has been, it's terrible, come on.
Exactly. We have some questions in the chat.
Come on.
Shout out to you, Claudio, Douglas, Camila, Jimerson, Douglas. Douglas is here. Hi, Douglas. I'm gonna get my tinfoil hat and send a question just for you, man. All right, Claudio is asking here, Caio. Have you ever been abroad to practice your excellent English with foreigners?
In fact, no.
Not yet.
Not yet. One day for sure, but I have studied a lot, and I've done a lot of classes. And one fun fact is that I've never talked with a gringo,
foreigner gringo,
So when I met someone, it will be challenging, I think, because their accent is really different, British or even American. But I still didn't have the opportunity to do it, but someday.
Okay, you can start with social media and YouTube. It's gonna help you, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Something that happened to me, I think it's gonna happen with you, because I can see you enjoy communicating. That when I was a student, it was kind of awkward, but it was very good for me in terms of developing my English. Every time I saw someone that didn't look Brazilian, I would kind of linger around the person, you know, just to see if there was an opening to say, man, difficult line here, it's a hot day. And then if the person answered with an accent, I say, you don't sound Brazilian, where are you from? And then we started chatting. My first foreigner friend was a Chinese guy. When I was doing the preparation course you do before enrolling for university. Ming, if you ever watch this, shout out to you. And you start to have this kind of urge to, I want to talk to people, you know.
I told you that I've never met someone abroad, a gringo, but once I wasn't practicing English that time. A Japanese guy was... he didn't know the place he should go at Paulista Avenue, Paulista at São Paulo.
Was a tourist then?
Yeah, he was a tourist. And he got into my job place and he asked, I must go to this museum, but his English was sucks. No one could understand him, and me neither. I couldn't understand him. He needed to show me the
picture,
picture of the place, and I just said, go right there and turn right. That was my whole English with someone else.
I imagine you had a flashback when you studied lesson 4, for example.
Lesson 4?
Yeah, no,
which...
it's lesson 5 actually. The one that is the Stella giving directions
Book
to.
1?
Yeah.
I started on book 3 when I...
Okay then.
So I don't know, but it's because I won't get the joke.
No, yeah, it's like one of the classes where in the text the guy said, "Oh, is there a bank nearby? I need some information." Okay, you can go back then.
Okay.
Okay, let me take a look here. Hi Douglas, he says, "I'm here," like Cristiano Ronaldo style. Camila sent a message to you. Hello guys, how did you feel in your first interviews and jobs? Did you feel afraid, anxious? Give us okay, she's asking you some advice for the first moments in English in a real life, you know.
Okay, but using it in an interview or something?
Yeah, interview or in a real life conversation, maybe, or at work, you know.
I think we must try to be as much confident as we can, because I think we've studied a lot to when we get to the point I froze down, I don't know what to do. I think that's not worth it with yourself. So it's been challenging for me being here today talking to you.
You're doing great.
Okay, yeah, but it's also been challenging because it's not our native language, so we are in a position to forget some words, to do some mistakes and to make some mistakes, and that's it. I think you just need to be to expose yourself to the situation. It is an interview. You are already there, so you just need to do it. Not keep. Will I do it? Great, do it, and when you finish, you'll say I was great or not. And if you were not, you must try to imagine how can I improve myself. Was it in English or I don't know, a technical part of your job, of that interview? It always has a reason of how you can expose yourself to the situation, I think. So that's it. I think you must. I probably. You guys are probably seeing me confident here, but I'm not. I'm really nervous. But I think that's the point. You just must show up and
face the challenge.
Yeah, face the challenge.
Man, this is a very good advice, and the technical aspects of what you have just said is called brain neuroplasticity. If you expose yourself to a new situation, that will cause a new brain pathway there, where the electrical impulses they go through. So the more you repeat the situation, this pathway is gonna
the better you get, right?
Yeah, it's gonna get widened up like that. So my recommendation for you, Camila, is book in 1 month. Take notes, okay? So in 1 month, do 20 interviews in English for jobs that you don't want, you know, okay, related to your area, but wait, I'm gonna do an interview for a job that I don't want. What's the point? The point is for you to be there, being interviewed. That's your goal. If you are there, you achieved your goal. What's gonna happen in your brain is gonna interpret that situation as a non-threatening situation, so you will start to get more and more comfortable. When you finally go to a job interview for the position you actually want, you're gonna,
my job, but my focus was English, and I know that here at times we can schedule as much classes as we want. We can have that flexibility, but I attached some days to do my classes. So I used to do my classes on Tuesday and Friday. Okay. And as we said, I used to do the tech experience. So I used to do the tech, the conversation class, the grammar class, the lesson that we must do every week, and another special. So every single week I used to do 4 classes, and at the same hours sometimes with the same teachers. But it kind of attached me to the. I must practice. I must have the day that I'm gonna speak in English and not be. I know it's flexible, but I think we must be a little bit tight in that point, because it's easy to have the flexibility and not to do the thing that you must.
No, I understand. So, you had a lot of discipline then.
Yeah. So monthly I used to do 16 classes. On April 22 I had done 26, 27 classes, and I got the chocolate of best students of the.
You were in the rank.
Yeah, man. In the first week, I did I don't know 6, 7 classes, and I wasn't pretending anything. I wasn't intent anything.
Yeah.
And the thing was, in the first rank, my name wasn't the first. Then I said, I'll win it.
Man, the psychological effect of that is very funny to see.
Yeah,
the students start to, aha, I booked another song class, and then they go, so I'm gonna do a movie class during my lunch time.
That's it. I used to do just in this month, but I used to take classes in the morning, during my lunchtime, at night. Anytime that I could book a class, I was okay. That's my class. And I keep following the second place. I don't know. I don't remember the name, but when I got in a class that he was also, I used to ask, Lavinia, is someone doing this class?
Don't you have a life?
Yeah, and then she kept me updated. Oh, the guy is gonna do 2 classes tomorrow.
A spy network inside.
Totally, I used to ask. I used to ask Lavinia and the teachers of that time, but I used to ask. The guy has scheduled classes for tomorrow. Yes, 2. Okay, I'll schedule 2.
And then they would tell the reception. He hasn't, but lie. Yeah. Tell Caio that the guy has booked 20 classes this week, and then he's gonna, okay, I have met my nemesis then.
Yeah.
Man, and something, if you have no clue about what we're talking here, the students, they have a rank of the ones who books more classes during the month, and they receive some gifts, you know. You got some?
I got
was an Easter, right?
A bunch of chocolates, cacao chocolates.
Okay, nice.
It was Easter, so it was the right gift.
Yeah, perfect. And it's nice to see the competition, but going a little back of what you were saying about doing many classes and having discipline, the whole course has a beginning, middle, and end. It's 18 months, right? And how did it feel for you? Because they say, oh my god, it's my last month here, it was so fast. Did you have that?
Yeah, for me it was even faster because I've done it in just 1 year. As I said, I started.
I did 11 in tests, right?
Yeah, I had already practiced English before times, so I started on book 3. So I just had one year of dynamics. When I finished on April this year, I said to the school, I don't want to stop because I don't want to. I've just finished the course. I'm already speaking well, but I don't consider myself a high level native speaker. No, I know that I still must practice. That's why I one of the other reasons that I've started the pole position, because it's another year that I can spend studying, and for me it's great because I won't travel abroad in this year. I'm not planning that, but I want to keep practicing, you know.
Nice.
So that's why I think when I finished, I said no, I must continue. I can't stop right now.
This is one of the best feedbacks that we get from students when they start seeing the school as an English club. Like it's part of my routine. I go there, I chat in English, you know, I talk about stuff that I have interest. So it's very nice to see. And I heard your parents took the dynamic course as well.
Yeah.
What's the story behind it?
I think they are watching us.
Hi, parents.
But you guys are probably noticing that I speak really loud. The people who are around us are no, but okay, I speak really loud. So all the classes that I used to do at my parents' house, they could listen all the class, not the teacher, but me. They could have.
You were with like headphones.
Yeah, I used to use the headsets, and they say, "You're speaking so loud, we can hear you from the streets." and I was okay, but I'm taking my mom and I'm having fun.
Don't interrupt me.
Yeah, don't interrupt me. They never did it. They never knocked the door or something like that. But I used to speak really loud. Today I live with my girlfriend, and she's the one who says, "You're speaking really loud." Even during my meetings at work, I put my headset. I start to speak really loud because I can't hear myself. So that's why I speak louder. but yeah, that's why they could take the course with me. It's a joke, but also a fact.
Okay, understand. So, and something that happens depends on the topic of the class, you know. It can be like very exciting. For example, we had a class that was how to survive a zombie apocalypse, you know. And
okay.
so, have they ever asked you any question about why were you talking like that? What was the topic?
In fact, I don't remember if they asked me this day, but kind of was a remarkable day for me because we were having movie classes and it was white chicks, as branquelas.
Okay.
So,
hold my burro!
Yeah, I don't know how it is happening in the movie class today, but we needed to. It was movie. No, it was the drama class.
Okay.
We needed to pretend. Oh, I am the. I am Latrell. You are. So. Totally. And when we were doing the scenes, in one of them, I needed to fake my voice to do the Tiffany, I think. And it was just like you said, hold my poodle.
You start to scream like, hold my poodle, I'm gonna teach you a lesson.
Yeah, I kind of. I became the character.
You did the whole, okay, alright, let's settle this.
We've done that scene of you drink your mom's milk like this.
That's a very good one.
And it was funny because I did everything. I did the face, I did the gestures, and it was a funny class.
How many students were there? Do you remember?
I think we were in 6-5.
Oh, amazing! So let me get it straight. You were having an English conversation that was kind of an acting class.
Yeah, it was an acting class.
Nice.
And switching the scenes, we must switch the characters too. So in one of them I was Latrell, and the other was Brittany, and the other Tiffany. And we also have done a drama class, I think, about Everybody Hates Chris someday.
Oh, it's very nice.
It was on a specific episode. And
everybody taking the syrup from Rochelle.
I've done Rochelle in a scene, so that was fun.
It is nice to use Julius to talk about number vocabulary, you know, like, oh, this costs 90 cents and then...
Yeah, he knows everything.
Nice.
It's an idea, guys. Please.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna totally copy it. It's a very good idea. Man, you lost your book 4, is that right?
Yeah,
what happened?
I was having I think a conversation class, something like that.
Okay.
And I had already scheduled a book 4 lesson for the next. And I couldn't find my book because it wasn't the case, the case that we received when we started.
Okay, yeah.
So I was having my conversation and I turned off my camera, kept talking with the teacher, and I kind of destroyed my whole bedroom trying to look for that book because I didn't remember that it was in the case, and the case was inside my wardrobe above a lot of clothes, so I wouldn't find it easily.
Okay.
So I spent the whole conversation class destroying my bedroom trying to find the book 4, and also talking with the teacher. She didn't notice that I was doing so much stuff.
She didn't notice?
No, because...
Or maybe she was polite not to show, like...
because I was trying but not make noise.
Okay.
I was putting everything off the
That
wardrobe.
was some John Wick stuff then.
Yeah, man, come on. And just in the end of the class, I turn on my camera again.
Like the couch is like upside down.
I use the
Okay.
do you know the blur effect? So I use it so she couldn't notice everything, but I told her I turned off my camera because this happened.
Oh.
And she was, oh my God, have you already done your homework? And I said, I'll do it. I have 1 hour for it.
Man, that's funny. Let me take a look at the chat. We have more questions coming here. Okay. Okay, very nice. Okay, Jimerson, we answered that. I easily get sidetracked, guy. You know, I started answering the chat here with you, and then we dived into another topic. It happens. Bear with me.
It happens.
Yeah. Okay. We answered this one. Oh, Douglas is saying here, like, Caio inspired me to create a class about data visualization.
Yeah, that's part of my job. I don't know if the inspiring part was during the tech experience.
You work with business management, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I am graduate. I graduated myself in business management. But the thing that I work, it's kind of different because that's also the point. I work in a technical part, but I studied business, so this kind of helped me in my daily job. And this part of data visualization, it is because during the tech experience about data visualization, I knew a lot of stuff because it's everything I do it's been a while. So during the class I was saying a lot of stuff to help people and kind of showing that I could talk about that stuff because as I said I must learn English to use it in my job. So
of course,
being such a important topic for me, I tried as much as I could to talk about that during that tech experience. That's why I think Douglas prepared another special class just
nice.
to talk about it. But yeah, the tech experience helps us in these points. They shows us a specific topic, data visualization, and from there we can talk about a lot of other stuff.
It is one of the hints that I normally give to the students. If you wanna talk in a more enthusiastic, natural way, talk about stuff that you like. So instead of like, I'm gonna watch this class here about whatever topic. No, if you like, for example, I love to see, I don't know, people opening packages they receive online. So watch that in English. Yeah, unboxing. Or, I like to see those videos of those industrial press. Then they put some stuff that, okay, there's no dialogue there, so forget about this one. But any sports or movies,
I think talking about yourself, it's easier too because it's your own story, so you won't forget what happened. So I have already done an interview. I didn't pass, but it wasn't a Brazilian company, and it was really short. They just asked, what are your goals? What do you like to do? Talk about yourself. And talk about yourself, it's easy because you can say, I'm 21 years old, I live in São Paulo. So the conversation flows better, when you start like that.
And as much as you do it, the better you will get. Douglas is sending here. Ask him the formats he has to use to explain things to people, like charts. What's that about?
During the data visualization class, I was saying there are specific charts that fits better for each solution or each number, each category we are trying to show.
Okay.
So people are how can I say? They like tables just like Excel, They like
I remember Michael Scott, PowerPoint.
Yeah, just like that. And during the class I said some kind of charts works better for different situations. So a line chart will do something, a bar chart, a column chart. I started saying, and sometimes we don't need a chart. We just need a number. We just need a number popped in the screen to say, it's this that we are following, and we have already reached another thing. We can use a percentage. So
you use the pie chart there.
Yeah. So the visualization is not just related to charts itself, but also the presentation that you're doing. You must care about the design of the screen you're doing, how people will read it, if they will understand it, because we intend to do. We start reading from here, we go there, we kind of do a Z with our
you read manga as well, so sometimes it messes up.
Sometimes it's hard doing manga
we
reading.
read manga, guys. We're gonna talk about that.
I read, guys. One Piece. You guys can send One Piece questions.
Send One Piece questions. Okay.
But so each situation can have a different solution, but we must know during the job which will fits better and which one will answer faster the question. What I'm trying to get from here. So
this is a marketing principle in a way that the best way to convey your message to your audience. It is not exactly like to sell something, but it's to communicate better in a way.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, to avoid miscommunication. Okay. Vinicius Ferarezi is saying the best that we have.
This one is my brother.
Okay. Shout out to you, Vinicius. Okay, hi Petroni, Camila. Is that a book 20? Is that a wait? Is this a book 20 interviews that you don't want? I liked it. Okay.
Book 20?
No, it's like a book 20 interviews for positions. The information that I gave. Yes, Camila. Remember, your intention has to be just to be present there. You know. Because you will start feeling alright during the process, okay? So just do it, you know, send us a feedback, okay? Sigmara is saying here, that's my boy. Shout out to you, Silmara. Okay, Claudio is laughing here. Okay. Hello, Camille. John Wick stuff, okay. Hi, Douglas again. Hi, Laura. And okay, hi Vanessa. All right. What are some hobbies that you have, Caio? When you are not working or study, you just want to chill. What are the things you normally do?
Came back in the One Piece stuff that we were talking about. I am a One Piece fan. I have the entire collection from 1 to 103, the mangas.
You showed that to your teachers as well?
Yeah, it used to be my background during the classes.
That's my god, we wouldn't work, man. Sorry,
yeah,
I could never be your teacher. Every class would end up being like about that.
Yeah, so I used to read a lot, most specifically the mangas. Also like to watch series. I'm watching Grey's Anatomy again, the second time. And
wait, you watched the whole thing?
Yeah, I'm on season 3 again. 18 seasons.
18 seasons, like yeah, 20 episodes each?
24,
Dang,
something like that.
Well, what is that about? Okay, I know it's about some drama between people who work in a hospital.
It's a lot of drama and a lot of things of a hospital. I used to be a hater of this series because I was, at the time, 16 seasons, 15, I don't know. It's too much.
Now you are reading One Piece.
Yeah, just like that. When I started, it's a catchy season, a catchy series, sorry, because you get attached to the characters, what they live, not just the work. It's a really hard series to learn English because there
a lot of technical terms.
Yeah, a lot of time of. It's hard, but I could learn some organs name like kidneys, lung, something like that. But it's hard because they talk about a lot of procedures, what they are doing. So when I'm not watching something so specific like Grey's Anatomy, I watch other stuff specific, but more of the American daily life. For example, last year I was watching a lot of. I think it's kind of documentaries or series too, related to real estate. You know it?
Is the thing about
It is because real estate it isn't so common.
No, because there is I have a friend who lives in. Hello, Victor. Shout out to you. He was telling me something about I forgot the name of the document, but it is kind of a permission to buy something a property that has been put for auction, something like that. It's leads, I guess. The leads, I guess.
I've never watched this one. I used to watch a lot of these documentaries about building houses, and I used to like it because there wasn't characters. There was only real people trying to buy or fix something in their houses, and it was nice to get some more. It was a specific vocabulary too, because there was a lot of things about the house, the construction stuff. But during their dream, I dream to do that. So I used to watch it all in English without subtitles. And
nice.
It was nice because I could. I'm practicing to hear them in their daily life, so that's why I kind of use my hobby and also something that I used to like.
Oh, amazing strategy, especially because whenever you go there to talk to real people, your listening will be already used to it.
Yeah, and during series, there's too many. I don't know, song and stuff and explosions. I don't know if you're seeing some action movie or during this kind of stuff. It's just their voice. You just need to pay attention.
Yeah, it's exactly. If you are watching an action like Fast and Furious, it's like a lot of sound competition.
Yeah. So it's hard to get what they said. I am still terrible at. I don't know. learning English from music or learning English from movies because I can't identify exactly the words, you know. The songs more because the melody also they break they break the words. Oh, they say a part here and another here saying so songs it's hard for me.
I was laughing because I imagine so you were watching the American version of Luciano Huck, you know, like it's like those with the twin brothers too. You know, I forgot the name of the show. Yeah. Brothers at work. Yeah, so it's interesting because of that, just like the real thing. What about you were talking again about the Grey's Anatomy? You mentioned about the accent. Since it's a very long show, and you watch the same characters over and over, did you feel like you started to get used to some accents there, or some this one is easier to understand, something like that?
Yeah, in Grey's there are some doctors that are not American. I think in the last seasons there is a Italian doctor which is speaking in English, but you can notice by her accent that she's not a native language speaker. So you get used to a lot of the characters. Most of them, not most, I would be lying, but some of the characters are from the first season to the 18th.
So they have some Game of Thrones fight there. They kill a lot of people in that show.
That was the point. A lot of the characters die or they just leave
the impression that I have is the producers of the show is like this. Let me see here the payroll. This character is too expensive. Kill it. Yeah. Another one. Kill her in episode 5. You know, like.
In such situations, I know that the actors they said no. I think I'm done. I've done my part. So please. Move me to another country, do something with myself in the story. Okay. So they not die, but they are not part of the story anymore, you know?
Yeah.
It's another way they get to kill the character.
They do in a lot of shows. There was one character that he had some legal problem, I think was in the ranch. And they just say, well, the guy had an accent and disappeared, you know, but it was because of legal reasons, you know. It sucks sometimes because it's the exact character that you were attached in the show. It happened with the 2.5 Men. It happened with Charlie Sheen and then Ashton Kutcher, you know. You also do, or actually, you have been doing some professional swimming. Is that true, man? Something like that?
Man, it wasn't professional, but I can say that I act like that for a couple of years because when I was younger, like 9 years old until 11.
From 9 to 11, okay.
Yeah. Me and my brother used to train a lot in a not team, I would say, because we used to go to competitions in the open sea or at I don't know if you know Guarapiranga Dam. I don't know. That it's a Represa Guarapiranga.
Yeah, it's dam, exactly that.
Yeah. So we used to do a lot of competitions at dams, not just at São Paulo, but also in the countryside. And during the time that I used to be an athlete, because I used to train 5 times a week, from Tuesday to Saturday, 4 days at the pool, Saturdays at the dam.
How many hours a day?
2 hours at the pool, 4 hours at the dam, something like that.
Damn.
It was a lot. And
Damn,
yeah. Dam, it's represa, galera.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was hard for us. We had me and my brother Vinicius, which sent the message, because we need to be really focused in the training, and also we had competitions every month, sometimes 2 competitions in the same month. So during these couple of years, I could be the 2 times winner of São Paulo of these marathons, and it was nice, but I was just a kid, so in a certain point, I got tired of that. Until I got tired
just listening, man.
Yeah, no, I got tired because until I could get something from the sport, if it wasn't my dream to be, I wish to be a swimmer. No,
You had fun.
I had fun. And when it started to consume me, I said, no, I'm gonna stop. And then I just continue practicing the sport, but really for hobby. I used to swim twice a week in a regular pool with regular people.
Okay, not in like the middle of the sea, like
no, not
or a
in the
dam.
middle. Yeah,
No.
that's it.
And this would be one of my questions, by the way. As a kid doing that, did you feel like pressured? You know, like, oh, I need to be the best, I need to win. Because according to what you said about the English rank there, maybe you were a competitive kid.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I was and I am. And the thing was, in my first year being real, I was so young that there wasn't so many kids doing the competition. So in some of them, I think there was at least 9 or 10 per year
Okay.
of a specific competition and 5 of another. So 15 competitions per year. In some of them, I was the only kid of 9 years old kid of the whole group. So my first championship that I win, I didn't have that feeling of I have some competitors, I must be better, but I was pushing myself to be better, even though I didn't have so many competitors there. But in the second year, we were already a little bit older, so there was more competitors, and I need to push myself to win the second time, you know, because there was kind of rush because a kid was really good. He was beating me sometimes.
He was your nemesis there.
Yeah, he was beating me, and in the next day I was taking the first place.
Okay, you were Zoro, he was your Sanji. Then.
Yeah, kind of.
If you didn't understand this reference, go watch One Piece.
Go. Yeah, and that's it. How can I say? It consumes me in the at the last part of my journey. So I started to say, no, I think I must just be a kid. I didn't have this thought, but I said I was tired, so I moved on and just keep practicing.
I had something similar because when I was a kid, I think it was from my 7th to my 13th. I want to be a football player. Well, how cliche, I know. And I used to practice in one of a few football schools here. And when I was a teenager, you start to get old. You know, you need to be accepted by a professional team, so you play in the base there. And I started to feel this pressure, like, oh, I will have to train a lot. So, you know, it started exactly this, like to consume. And then we had the tests. Then I said, oh, I'm gonna do that just for fun, you know, healthier. And participating in competitions, have you ever met anybody from other countries there?
Man, I could see people of other countries, but as I said, I was young, so I didn't talk with them. At that time, my brother, which is older than me, he used to compete at Rainha do Mar. I don't know if you have ever heard about it.
No.
It's at Rio.
Okay.
And Rio, a lot of tourists, so we could see a lot of people talking in English, and they were competitors. So I've been close to them, but I didn't know anything at that time.
Yeah, like the seed was planted there.
In a certain point, we were at the Redeemer, and I needed to say sorry for something that I've done. I pushed tourists. And I said, please. I screamed, please. I was trying to say sorry.
How old were you?
9, 10.
Man, that's very intelligent.
No,
because you tried to say something in English. Like you
tried, but
he doesn't speak port, so I'm gonna say something.
But the fun, it became a fun story for me because I remembered today and I said, please, come on. I said, por favor. No.
But this actually is a very interesting example because you were so focused on communication that you probably said something like please, you know, your voice intonation.
Yeah.
The person probably understood because, for example, let's suppose.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, like if I say, oh please.
Yeah.
Maybe the person, please don't hit me, or please there was an accident.
Yeah.
You know, this is something. If you are a basic level student and you are struggling with this, oh, I don't have a lot of vocabulary, I don't know how to express, I understand everything you guys say, but my problem is to speak. focus in your vocal tonality and in keywords like go, stop, please, help, thanks, and you will get the hang of it. Don't worry.
And sometimes to make questions, you don't need to be so attached to the verb to be or something like that. If you say something making a question, the person will understand you.
Yeah, and your whole body communicates.
Yeah.
Your facial expressions, your gestures,
Totally.
Nice. Oh, let's check the chat. I told you, man, we are already running out of time, unfortunately. It's always like that. Okay, one moment here. Okay. Camila is saying here, good question, Caillou has a life. Okay, do you have a dog, Caio?
Yes, I have. And
Laura is asking here.
she is the owner of the dog, it's true.
Okay.
And he's sick
Hi,
today.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Okay. Sigmara is very proud of you. Okay.
Thanks.
Okay.
Let me remember. She's my godmother.
Okay. Oh, nice, man. Nice.
Godmother.
Okay, Camila is asking about accent. If you have a focusing any specific accent, kind of like American accent or British, is there any accent that you prefer?
Man, we studied.
I could start talking like that if you read that. I'm joking.
No, please don't. Don't do it. Since I've started learning English, I've been in contact with the American English, so it's the one that I have more familiarity with, but I don't know if I need to face a British or an Australian. I think I'm gonna do my best, but I prefer the American just because
You're used to it.
I'm used to it.
Yeah. One recommendation if you wanna learn watching something is the show Lost because of the accents. You have people from like, I don't know, 10, 15 different countries. So you have Australians, you have Asian people speaking English, you have Rodrigo Santoro is there in, I don't remember which season too. So it's very interesting to see people from all over the world interacting with different accents.
Yeah.
It helped me a lot.
I will say that the hardest accent that I have ever heard, it was an Indian guy. Man, it's so hard.
And technical videos on YouTube is hello guys, welcome to my class.
No, it wasn't a technical video, it was a technical call. I was talking with he was the support of Microsoft. I was trying to deal with something.
Did you chat with him?
Yeah, he calls me and I was okay, I'm trying.
The number of the protocol is 222.
Just like that. And his voice was really low. With the accent, so it was hard. But I managed. I could pass the message that I needed. He explained me, so it was okay. But it was hard, so...
Yeah, but can be harder than a situation like this because you have the pressure from work, the pressure from solving a problem, the pressure from using a second language. So congrats, congrats. Okay, Douglas is saying here, in one season an airplane falls on the hospital. What the hell? It's probably about Grey's Anatomy. I don't know.
Okay. There is a plane crash, but it was in the hospital.
Okay. Spoilers. Okay, Douglas, since you speak very well now.
Douglas, no.
Sorry, Caio. I was reading Douglas here. Yeah. How would you summarize your experience at times, man, from the beginning to the end? Not the end, but the middle and up to now.
It has been great. I think times fits exactly what I was expecting. I needed something where I could do a lot of classes, not just those 2 classes that most of the other school does. But I think that, man, times will remain in my life for a while because I'm still studying. I think the experience was great. I'm speaking much better than I started last year. I will improve even more until the end of pole position, I think. And that's it. My experience was really nice. Almost everything that you're saying today of the practice of the conversation stuff I've learned or I practiced during the times the times classes. So I would encourage everyone to do the course. I think it's a serious school, fair prices, good teachers. I don't have a con in the pros and cons. I think it's really fitting my needs. So for me, it's perfect.
No, amazing. You are surely an inspiration for many students, man, because you
Thanks.
did what we call here the fluent packages, like 3-4 classes a week, you know, and you are the living proof that, you know,
It
it's going to
works.
improve your English. Very
works.
nice. I'll have to finish after that, man. Would you
Okay.
like to send a final message to our listeners?
Okay, Laura loves you.
Smart man, you know?
Yeah, she would ask this. Kisses, mom and dad, Vinicius.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for all the questions that you sent. Okay, we really appreciate the engagement, all the support. Don't forget, this show is brought to you by Times Idiomas. Okay, I want you guys to subscribe, send a message. Okay, here, you know, all the blogger stuff, and hope to see you next week on episode 15 of Talking Times. I am Maick Ofel, and see you later. Bye bye.
See you guys. Bye bye.